For an ordinary person, a bank account is just something routine. You get a card, download the app, forget about it. But for a foreigner, a bank account is something completely different. Being an immigrant without a bank account feels like living with your hands tied and constantly fearing for your future, especially when there are people who can take advantage of your situation. In some countries, not having a bank account is a form of pressure. They can not only block the accounts of opposition members, but also simply cut someone off from their own salary, and you become dependent on another person. Want to withdraw money? Ask someone. Need to top up your phone? Again, look for a helper. You constantly run after people because your own money is not fully yours. In the UK, it's different. Here, you fully control your bank account, a tool that helps you get on your feet, work, gain stability, and build a normal life. And today I'll explain how a foreigner can open a bank account in the UK safely, correctly, and without the traps that thousands of newcomers fall into. When people arrive in the UK and face the need to open a bank account, they often panic. No address, no documents, no experience, and it feels like nothing will work without outside help. And that's exactly when many make mistakes that can cost them money, legal status, and even their safety. The most common mistake is opening grey accounts through intermediaries. They promise speed, special connections, secret access, and insist that you won't manage without them. But in reality, these schemes are almost always tied to crime. In the best case, you simply lose your money. In the worst case, your account is used by criminals, and you will be the one held responsible, not the intermediary. The second mistake is paying for help with the bank. If someone offers to open an account for £200 to £500 or do everything for you, it's 99% a scam. In the UK, opening a personal bank account is always free. Not a single legitimate bank charges money for creating a basic account. If someone asks you for money, that's a red flag run. And the third critical mistake is giving third parties access to your banking app. Sometimes it's a helper, a nice acquaintance, or an agent you trust. But once someone gains access to your banking app, they gain access to everything: your money, your transfers, your information. Many such cases ended with people losing all their money, and in some situations the bank permanently closed the account, suspecting involvement in money laundering. It's important to remember, in the UK, banks operate transparently, and you do not need an intermediary to open an account. Many foreigners arrive with literally zero, no proper documents, no permanent address, no credit history. In such moments, it's easy to feel extremely vulnerable and simply like nobody. As a specialist who prepares expert reports for asylum applicants from different countries, I've met countless people worried about this, and every time I see how familiar this unpleasant feeling is. But there is a way out. Now we'll break down where to start. And if this kind of content is useful to you, make sure to subscribe. I share real practical information that can make your path much easier. Let's start with the most important thing: choosing a bank, because it determines how quickly and smoothly you'll be able to get on your feet. The good news is that in 2025, British banks are literally competing for customers. They offer interest, cashback, bonuses, free spending abroad, which means that for foreigners, opening an account today is much easier than 5 or 10 years ago. If you've just arrived and know nothing about the system, the simplest start is digital banks. Starling, Monzo, Chase. You install the app, upload your documents, and that's it. Starling is reliable and completely free with no hidden fees, perfect for newcomers. Chase is popular with people who want cashback. You spend and instantly get money back, plus it's convenient for use abroad. Santander Edge is a good option for those who already started paying for housing. You get cashback on utility bills, which helps a lot in the first months. Monzo is super convenient if you like control, savings pots, budgets, expense tracking, all in one app. Nationwide is a good choice if you want to benefit in the first year. They offer a high interest rate on your balance. The main thing here is understanding that the UK banking system is not trying to trap you. On the contrary, it actually simplifies your first steps. You don't need intermediaries, you don't need to pay anyone, and you definitely don't need to give your phone or bank app to third parties. All you need is to choose a bank that suits your situation and follow a few simple steps. To open an account, most foreign clients in the UK only need a very basic set of documents: a passport, a visa in the UK VI app, or a biometric card. That's enough to start with digital banks. The main challenge is the proof of address, and if you don't have your own housing or an official contract yet, it's not a problem. Many banks accept a room rental agreement, a letter from your employer, a letter from your local council, or a letter from charity organizations that help refugees and vulnerable groups. Monzo, Starling, and Chase are especially friendly to such documents, and services like Revolut and Monies let you open an account almost without an address. The application happens directly in the app. You photograph your passport, record a short face video, and upload a supporting document. When asked about your job or status, answer honestly. UK banks don't need an ideal story. They need truthful information. Within minutes or hours, you get a decision and the card arrives by mail. And here's something important to say honestly. There are situations when a person simply cannot have a full set of documents. One of the most common reasons is the asylum process in the UK. While your case is being reviewed, you may not have a biometric card, an official address, or other papers required by many traditional banks, and because of this, many feel that financial stability is out of reach. But it's not. Even without a full set of documents, you can open an account. You just need to know which banks work with clients in your situation and what alternatives can count as proof of address. We will go through that now. And if you are currently in the asylum process, we can help you prepare an expert report. Go to our website using the link in the description. Now we've reached the most common question I hear. What do I do if I have no documents at all? No address, no rental contract, no bills with my name. Does that mean I can't open an account? No. You can. You just need to take a slightly different approach. If you don't have a standard proof of address, there are several alternatives that many banks accept. The simplest option is a letter from your employer. It works even for those who just started working and haven't received any official documents yet. The employer confirms that you work and live at a certain address, and that's enough for many banks. The second option is renting a room. Even if you rent a room through Spare Room, Gumtree, or a private landlord, the rental agreement counts as proof of address. You don't need a long-term contract, and you don't even need the whole flat. A simple room rental is enough. There is also a more reliable option, a letter from the local council. Many migrants don't even know about it. The council can confirm your temporary address, and banks take such letters very seriously. It's one of the strongest documents if you don't yet have stable housing. And finally, something especially important for those going through the asylum process. Some banks accept letters from charity organizations that work with refugees and vulnerable groups. If you're dealing with Refugee Council, British Red Cross, Migrant Help, or similar charities, their letter can be your main proof of address. In the UK, anyone can open a bank account, regardless of your country of origin, how long you've been here, or how many documents you have. The main thing is knowing the correct steps and avoiding intermediaries and scammers. Follow these proven methods and use only official banks. This was Maxim Karitonov. I wish you the best of luck.